Hello fellow wanderers and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ian, I'm known as WanderBeard around these parts, and in today's video we're going to be exploring the town of Todos Santos here on the Pacific coast in Baja California, Mexico. Todos Santos is a popular tourist destination on the southern coast on the way down towards Cabo San Lucas. In this video we're going to explore some of the history of the area, we're going to check out a good place to stay, and try and catch the sunset as well from the beach. So, let's get going. Good morning from Todos Santos here in Mexico. This is now my 8th stop through Baja California, and I have 2 more to go after this. I arrived here late last night from Laredo, Mexico after about 7 hours on the bus. Got here a bit later than expected. I had booked the bus for 9:15 in the morning, and then when I got to the bus station they were like, no, that bus isn't until 12:15. So I had 3 hours to kill. Shout out to my friend Dale, who I hung out with for about 3 hours at the bus station yesterday. We basically killed 3 hours chatting about everything from Mexico to politics to whatever in between. And yeah, it was a great way to kill 3 hours. So I'm here in Todos Santos for 3 nights, including last night. And I'm staying at the Todos Santos Hostel, which you saw a quick shot of there as I was leaving. And I'm just gonna head downtown. I haven't had a square meal for 36 hours now, I guess. Because yesterday I left early with the expectation that I would get here before supper time, and didn't. And didn't really have much along the way, so good thing I have lots of stored reserves, so it's fine. Lots of water, which was okay. So yeah, so we're just going to take a wander downtown, get something to eat, see what's around for sights, and you know, Todos Santos is famous mostly for its beaches, surfing, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, we're going to check some of that out while we're here as well. So without getting into too many details, because the story is not really that interesting, I finally had a meal. So that was the first meal I've had since Friday, which should be 2 days ago. It's Sunday morning right now. If you come to Todos Santos, I can confirm that Cafe Licks, which is right there, and I'll put the address on the screen. They had a great breakfast and a delicious coffee, good air conditioning. Because where I'm staying at the Todos Santos Hostel, it's about a mile walk from the hostel to here, but I mean, it was worth it because it was really good. So now that we're at the top of the hill, or close to it, I thought that maybe I would check out a couple of things in the area since we're up here. So I didn't really mean for this to end up being a tour of Jesuit missions through Baja, but a lot of these towns were found by Jesuit missionaries back in the 1700s when they were trying to spread the Christian faith. And so since we are here, I thought maybe we'd take a walk over and have a quick look at the one here in Todos Santos. Todos Santos also has a very large artistic community here. So when you come to visit, you'll see that there's lots of painters, artists. And here is the mission of Todos Santos. I believe there's a service going on right now. So this mission was founded in 1723 by Father Jaime Bravo. So this is one of the missions that is not the original building from the 1700s. It's been completely rebuilt. So you can see it there. And there was a service going on inside. So we'll go over here. There's a nice look-off point this way. And so from here is a look-off point just behind the mission building where the Todos Santos town sign is. You can see the extent of the town here, and then the ocean and beach just off in the distance. So far my argument would be that if you're looking for the South Mexico Baja beach town, surfing town, kind of laid back attitude that a lot of people think of when they think of places like Cabo, I would argue that Todos Santos is probably the better place to come. It's a bit more laid back. It's a bit quieter. It's a lot quieter than Cabo. And it's still got that small town feel to it. Recently, Todos Santos was given the designation of a magic town here by the Mexican government, which means it's an honorary title given to towns that have done a good job of, maintaining Mexican culture, Mexican history, arts influence, those types of things. And with such a huge arts community here, I can totally see why that would be the case. Everywhere here that you look, and you'll see more as we take a walk back down through, there's art stores, galleries, jewelry stores, everything here in great abundance. So there's a little bit of everything if you're looking for that. And there's also, because I'm here on Sunday, there's also a bunch of open street markets and stuff too. So we'll take a wander down through those. As you can see, obviously, I've found my hat. And I found some postcards to send off to my Patreon members. So you guys are getting those in the mail soon. And the last thing I need to find is still my backpack patch with the Mexican flag on it. So I'm hoping here maybe I'll have some more luck. So let's go see what we can find. Just going to take a walk up around the main square here while we're in the area. Here you can see the original movie theater that was here in Todos Santos. That was founded in 1944. As you walk the streets here, especially at nighttime, they all get lit up. They have all these flags hanging over the streets here as well. So it makes a really nice combination for, wandering around at night and checking out some of the night markets or going for a drink. I have to say that the last couple of places that I've been were extremely hot during the middle of the day, to the point where it was, it was pretty difficult to be outside and do much. But it is currently almost noontime here, and it's pleasant. It's warm, but it's not like it's been in some other spots where the first thing you want to do is get inside to cooler air. Let's make our way back up this way and over to that little indoor market that I saw. As you work your way down from here on the hill, down towards the Mission and beyond down to the center, the streets are lined with art galleries, restaurants, coffee shops, lots of little boutique hotels here as well. Yeah, I have some magnets already, but I'm just looking for the little, the pache.
Nobody says the pache.
It's strange to me because everywhere else I go, it's been no problem. So.
See, but here we are not able to say. I got a big one.
Yeah, no, everyone has big ones. Yeah, and he had a small one downstairs with a Velcro, but no good to me. So.
No bueno.
No bueno.
Maybe check it out. Maybe it's the same.
Yeah, beautiful stuff.
You can buy a gecko.
Yeah, I'm in Mexico for another 3 months.
3 months.
Más o menos. Yeah, after Baja, I go to Mazatlan, Mexico City, Yucatan. If I had more room, I would pick up some things, but I only have uno mochila, so.
Una mochila.
Sí.
Can you fit this in your mochila?
Maybe.
For alpiste.
Well, I'll be here for a couple more days, so maybe I'll come back. I'll make some room and come back.
Little bitty things.
Yeah.
Oh.
I should have brought a second suitcase.
This is fixed and everything. Tortuga.
See. Every year they have a Tortuga.
A lot of tortugas here.
See, yeah.
Tortuga is the place where they come to producing in the beach.
Yeah.
To reproduction.
They have a big release every year, don't they, into the ocean?
Sí.
Sí. Okay. Muchas gracias, señor.
Okay, Felipe. Have a nice time.
You too. Thank you. Yeah, you definitely get a different vibe here compared to the last number of places I've been to. So I'm starting to think that in the end I may have to go back to Amazon to get a backpack patch, which seems crazy to me, but here we are. So if you believe the legends, so the story goes, The famous Eagles song, Hotel California, is rumored to have been written about this place here in Todos Santos. Now, it's worth noting that the Eagles have never confirmed that this was the hotel they were speaking of. But I think the general consensus is that most people who believe the story believe that this was the place that they were talking about. So, interesting little landmark here, because Todos Santos for a long time was very out of the way. The highway between La Paz and Todos Santos was only paved 25, 30 years ago maybe. And so, Hotel California, the song, is much older than that. So, depending on whether you believe the story or not, this may or may not be a landmark of interest. So I'm not really a fan of oysters, but I wanted to stop and get a shot of this building. This building now houses Terra restaurant and a few other things. There's a gallery inside and a few other things, but this building used to be the Santa Terra sugar mill here in Todos Santos, which was the oldest and longest running, I believe, sugar mill in the area. And they actually have a truck here parked out front with the old logo on it, 1950 date, old Ford truck. I am sure that if I show that to my dad, he'll know exactly what year that truck is. But yeah, it looks like it's in beautiful shape. Beautiful old building, completely covered in vines, palm trees out front. Yeah, really pretty spot. I'm just heading back towards the hostel for a bit, and I need to pick up a few sundries, I guess is the best way for it. I'm only here for a couple more nights, but it'll be nice to have a couple of things to snack on while here. Since there's not really a restaurant very nearby, I thought it'd be good to pick up a few things just to have in the room or in the fridge, because there's a full kitchen here at the hostel as well. So I'm gonna head over to a local supermarket and pick up a few things. So this is what happens when you dilly-dally all day and get busy working on a video and lose track of time, and then all of a sudden you've missed the sunset that you planned on coming to check out tonight here at the beach. I was super disappointed in myself for missing that. I got one picture of it just over the top of the hill, which you can see here, just before it went down for the rest of the way. That's pretty disappointing. Only I could come to Todos Santos for 2 days and miss out on the one thing that everyone says to check out, which is the beaches and the sunset. So yeah, that's totally disappointing, totally stupid on my part to do that. But it does happen once in a while. Once I actually realized the time, I tried to get an Uber or a Didi ride down to the beach, both apps which supposedly work here in Todos Santos. However, I had zero luck. I booked rides on both, and there's no cars available in either app for Todos Santos. So I would recommend not relying on those two driving apps if you're coming to town here. Maybe try and get a number for a local taxi. At least that way you'll be guaranteed. So don't be stupid like I was, is what I'm trying to say. So it's gonna get dark here pretty quick, I think. So I think instead of walking back in the dark on some of these back dirt roads, I'm actually going to head back now and try and make up for a lack of a sunset, other than this one picture. And we'll go and see if we can get some dinner somewhere. Tomorrow I am on the bus again. My 2 days in Todos Santos is complete. And tomorrow I'm heading to San Jose del Cabo, which is Cabo St. Lucas's lesser known next door neighbor, I guess is the best way to put it. My primary reason for going to San Jose del Cabo is because that will be the farthest south I will get after starting in Tijuana about 3.5 weeks ago. So I'm nearing the end of my Baja trip finally, after it'll be ultimately 5 weeks by the time I finish in La Paz, because I'm staying there for a week. And it's been amazing. This whole trip has been incredible. And I think that the most impressive part, and I've mentioned this before, has been the people here. Everyone's been very nice, very helpful. I've had no issues coming to Baja at all, to be honest. And yeah, I would come back in a heartbeat. I'd probably come back with my own vehicle just to give me some more options for getting around. You know, kind of get you off the main drags a little bit. But other than that, I mean, yeah, I have no complaints at all, and it's been great. Anyway, let's head back before it gets too dark. A nice shot of the town here as I'm heading back down the hill. You can see the mountains off in the distance, and the main part of Todos Santos as it leads over to the beach. So I thought I'd give you a quick walkthrough / tour of the Todos Santos hostel where I stayed here. It's a pretty big space. They have both shared rooms and a private cottage sort of as well. You can come in, check in over here. Nice common area here with lots of seating. Kitchen and shared accommodations are in through there. There's the king of the castle, the cat. There's one of the jokers, smartly hiding in the shade. There's a bar here, which I didn't see open while I was here, so I can't really comment on that. Anyway, where I stayed was what's known as the Cube. You come through here, see bathrooms and showers, which are shared, along with a sink here. They also do glamping here as well with tents. So they have some areas set up for them. There's no tents set up at the moment, but there, like you can see, there's an example there of the stones. Really pretty space. So where I stayed is back here. I'll back up. This is what's known as the Cube. So there's a little table and a couple chairs out front. And then this is the inside. So there's a nice double-sized bed. Maybe queen size. I think it's a double. With some art on the sides. Really good cold air conditioner that's been cranking out the cold air here for the last couple of days. Some storage, corner shelving, lots of charging units, all that kind of stuff. So it's a small little box, but it's a nice little box. So yeah, this was a nice little place to stay for a couple of nights by myself to get some, I got some work done yesterday because I had the quiet space to myself, which was nice. So I stayed here for 2 nights in total. Good little spot to relax, get some work done. Here in Todos Santos, it's quiet where this place is too. However, I would recommend if you do stay here to either be prepared to walk or, you know, have a bike or a vehicle or something, because it's about 15 to 20 minute walk to most of the downtown area from here. And a lot of the roads here out this part of the town are dirt roads, and at night are not very well lit. So there's only a few streetlights. So you might run into issues with that. Yeah, so just keep that in mind, that at nighttime here, there's not a lot of streetlights. Anyway, this was a nice place to spend a couple nights to get some work done, to relax. And yeah, I would recommend Todos Santos. But a nice place, well maintained. Everyone here that works here was really nice. I thought the price was all right considering you get your own private space. They do have shared accommodations here as well. I'll put that information here on the screen in terms of pricing and availability. So that's it from Todos Santos. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe. Click the like button below and maybe leave a comment to let me know that you were here. If you'd like to support me further, there's a couple of links in the description below as well on how you can do that. And remember, life is short. Wander. I'll see you in the next video.